Everyone's reading the Detroit Native Sun, even our competitors. We've got the best writers, best coverage, and best ad rates to draw new clients to your business. Advertise with us for as little as $35. All ads include a free design and will be featured in both our print version newspaper and online. Call today for a free price quote and take advantage of our specials. When you purchase any full or half page for 2 months, we'll give you the third month free. That's right, you can reach another potential 50,000 to 100,000 clients for free. After all, three's the charm in advertising. Call today at 313-457-5944 or email us at DetroitNativeSunNews@gmail.com or visit our website at www.DetroitNativeSunOnline.com. We're waiting for your call. 313-457-5944.
Under the Sun. I'm your host, Valerie Lockhart, publisher and executive editor of the Detroit Native Sun, a free community newspaper that strives to enlighten the community with helpful news and information that's not readily found in mainstream media. The February issue is on your stands now, and the March issue will be out next week. Joining me on the show is Beverly Parrish. She is the Vice President of United States for Safe Driving, an organization that has been striving to get rid of individuals or to stop individuals from running red lights. So we'd like to welcome you to the show, Ms. Parrish.
Thank you.
And how long has the organization United States for Safe Driving been around?
James Ford established it in 2024.
And how long have you been a member of it?
Since 2024, I joined up right away.
You did?
Yes.
Okay. And what attracted you to this organization?
Because a reckless driver killed my dog. He was sitting on a sidewalk in front of my house. He came up over the sidewalk and killed my dog.
Okay. And did the police do anything to?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing was done. He drove away. I was crying so hard in the street, but he stopped down past LaFonce Veterinarian on 8 Mile. And anyways, he turned around and looked me straight in the face. If he was in a lineup today, I could pick him out. But I was crying so hard I couldn't get the plate number, but I knew what kind of car it was. It was a black Cadillac, 2013, with low-profile tires. He had to tear up underneath his car because he came up over a double curb and hit my dog.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that about your dog. So this has been a problem going on for a long time with individuals running the red light.
Yes.
Approximately how many people are killed or involved in accidents from red light driving each year?
55% of Americans run red lights.
Wow.
And that's bad. And there's like every day there's like out of 3 people there's 1 person that'll run a red light. And it's bad for pedestrians and people that are riding their bikes and people that are crossing the streets because they don't care. They will go right over them.
Okay. And I know Mr. James Ford has been advocating to get it changed. He's been down at City Council,
We have.
been to Lansing.
We have.
What has resulted from your efforts to try to get the laws either enforced to penalize those running red lights or to give them stricter penalties?
Nothing yet. But we're going to keep going here, and we expect to at least have 100 people go with us this fall to Lansing. And I've been going to the police commission meetings, and I was there before the holidays, so I have to go back again because they did not call me and keep their little word that they were going to come, and we were going to work on 8 Mile out here. I do know in Michigan that the state of Michigan banned cameras from taking pictures of license plates.
Oh, wow.
They're on the list for that. And I do know that in Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, they had that. They had the cameras like that, and they do work.
Right, and
They
in Florida as well.
Yes.
Because I didn't know I missed a toll, and they
Yeah.
sent me
Yes.
a ticket.
They do. They work very well.
Right.
Because I've been there a lot lately, and I can't believe how good they work.
Right.
And when I seen that Michigan had banned it, I thought, nah, that's going to change because I'm not going to have that either.
So have you reached out to some of the elected officials to question why they banned that particular?
No, I just found out recently they banned it.
Okay.
and stuff, but I will be reaching out and stuff, and I will be talking to the police commission and stuff again about this, because this cannot go on. I'm telling you, it cannot go on. Too many people are getting killed from people running red lights or on their phones, not paying attention, or they'll get on 8 Mile, one car will go fast, and then here will go 3 or 4 more going fast, and then we got a raceway. And I live right on 8 Mile, so I know what happens.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. And they used to race on Warren, where they had the white
They race
castle,
on Van
used to be.
Dyke. They race on Gratiot. It's not just 8 Mile. They race on John R. It's not just 8 Mile. They just want to do it because they can, because they got that car.
And do the police respond when you call to report?
No. Detroit Police they told me they were going to be on 8 Mile, taking care of some of this, but I will have to say, and I hope they don't get mad at me, but Ferndale Police does do a real good job on it. They do their side and Detroit side.
Oh, well,
Morning and night, they're out there taking them down.
Wow, that's good.
Yes.
So the cameras that they have up for the green light thing campaign, isn't that capturing some of the individuals running red lights?
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Wow.
It is not.
So those cameras haven't been useful at all. That's on the
some of them are just fake cameras. They're not even hooked up,
Oh, wow.
and that's bad.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So what is your next goal? You just went to Lansing. Did you get to speak to any of the elected officials?
We had
up
one
there, or?
elected official that Mr. Ford talked to there and stuff, and he agrees with us. But we're going to have to go. We're going to have to go back because of the simple fact we have got to get this resolved. This cannot happen. It really can't. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're sitting at a red light and somebody runs in the back of you and you got your child in the back seat of your car and they kill your child and they only get a ticket for running a red light.
And this was a true incident that happened
Yes, it did. It
last
did.
year?
Yes, it did. It happened to a little boy. His parents were sitting at a red light and they went through and hit the back of their vehicle and killed him. Yes. It was sad.
So when you guys go to the city council meetings, how are they responding there? Can they at least do something within the city of Detroit? And then maybe the other cities would catch on and adopt the same policy?
This is my thing. Like I told them, Detroit is the first city that ever went to Lansing. So then we decided, because we used to be called Stop Running Red Lights and Drag Racing. So then we branched out and we decided to make it United States for Safe Driving. So when we're done with Michigan, I will move on to another state and help them set up, because it's everywhere. Because James Ford talked to a gentleman, a police officer in Georgia, and he said to Mr. Ford, hey, after you guys are done there, can you guys come down here? And we got it too.
Wow.
It's in Florida. It's in every state. It doesn't matter where it's at. They're doing it. And they don't care because they can get away with it.
Okay. You said 56% of individuals run red lights.
Yes.
Do you have any statistics on what the problem is here in Michigan? How many people run red lights or accidents are caused from red light driving?
Out of 3 people, out of a week, there's 3 people every week that get killed in Detroit.
Wow.
I need to save those people. My organization here, we need to save these people. We need to stop this.
And what has the city council's response been to it?
Well, I haven't got to a city council meeting, but I will get there, because then I don't know that they will like me, but I'm going to keep going. I don't care who likes me or not. I'm going to keep this going because it has to stop.
Okay.
It really has to stop.
And in addition to going to Lansing to protest, and I know Mr. Ford has taken out ads in the Detroit Native Sun, notifying individuals of the problem, what other efforts are you doing to try to stop this problem or to increase awareness of it?
We've been going to different restaurants. We've been showing our banners. I've been going to different people, talking to them and stuff. I went to a dog park and down in Detroit. There's a very nice dog park down there off Kercheval. And some lady got out of her car, and she goes, I said, can I talk to you for a moment, please? And I started explaining it to her, and she goes, oh, I live in Bloomfield Hills. It wouldn't happen to me. Well, I live in Detroit. I wouldn't think it would have happened to me, but it did.
Right.
My dog was killed.
Yeah, so she thinks Bloomfield Hills is
Bloomfield
immune.
Hills, it won't happen to them.
Right, but it's happening all over, you
It's
said.
all over.
Okay.
It's all over. Like I said, it's an epidemic, and it's got to be stopped.
And what can the public do to help support your organization to stop this problem?
Well, what they can do is they can go on our email. It's all small letters, shortdogsays@gmail.com, or you can call 877-645-7171. And if you'd like to give a donation, that would be great to help us too, because we have to stop this. It's got to stop.
Okay, you said Short Dog. Who is Short Dog?
Short Dog was a little homeless Jack Russell that I rescued off the streets of Detroit, and I had him for 8 years, and he was my personal little dog. And like I said, he was sitting on the sidewalk in front of my house when the gentleman came up over double curbs and hit him and drove off and left him.
Wow. And you said he had the nerve to stop at the end of the street and
He
get out.
stopped. No, he didn't get out. He stopped and turned around in his car and looked me straight in the face and then drove off faster.
Wow. Yeah, so it is a problem. And are you also concerned about the police and fire trucks even running red lights just to get across the street?
Well, the law says if the speed limit is 40, which it is 40 on 8 Mile, buses, city buses, the police, none of them can go over 40. Motorcycles, none of them. I seen a Ferndale cop stop a City Line Detroit bus the other day and give them a ticket for going over 40.
For going, okay.
I seen them, and I thought, wow, they're doing something. Somebody cares.
But what about the police that are, some of them will turn on their signal just to get across the street. Some of them will just go ahead and run the
It's not
red light.
right. It's not right. It is not right. There was a gentleman that was killed last year in 2024 by a Detroit police officer, matter of fact. He was off duty. And he hit a gentleman on a motorcycle and killed him. He got a $5,000 personal bond, and all he might do is 1 year in jail for killing somebody. Do you think that's right?
No.
If that was my son, I would be devastated.
Right. And I'm sure the family is devastated over it's like a tap on the hand. So you said, can you explain what the penalty is for running a red light?
Yeah, you get a $130 fine, and you get 3 points, and the points come off in 2 years.
So it's like just a tap on their hands.
It's just a tap on their hands.
So that's why people continue to do it, because there's no bite into
Right.
the law.
June 7th in 2024, I'd given a lady a ride home because she didn't have a ride home. It was on a Sunday. And a lady ran a red light, sideswiped the whole side of my van out, and took off running. Of course, I chased her down. And she didn't know that I knew Hazel Park better than her. And when she went into this one parking lot at the post office, the police station's sitting right there. So I blew my horn, the police came running out. So they caught her. The police gave her a ticket for running a red light, not for causing an accident, not for sideswiping my van, not for running away. Just one ticket, which she got a $130 fine. Now I have to take her to court to get my van fixed.
Right. So when they gave her the ticket, did they run her plates and her license and
Yeah,
see
they
if
did
she
all
had
that.
insurance?
She didn't have no proof of insurance with her, but she had insurance because I checked and called her insurance company, and she had insurance. She just didn't have it in her car.
And so the insurance company wouldn't pay for your...
No, because we have no fault in Michigan. But there's something called a mini tort, and you can take them to court in Michigan. A lot of people don't know it, and you can get up to $3,000.
What if your car is valued more than that? Is that the maximum that you can get?
That's it.
Wow.
That's why it's, in a way, no fault is not good for Michigan.
Okay. So what penalty would you like to see enforced on people that run red lights, since they only get a $130 fine and 3 points that are erased within 2 years?
A lot of people's not going to like me. I think their driver's license should be taken away. I really do. And I think the first time they should get a $1,000 fine. And their license should be taken away for 6 months.
Okay, that's for the first crime.
That's the first time.
First time offense.
Yes.
And if they continue to do it, then
The second time, I want their license taken away for a year. And I want them to do 6 months in jail. and their fine, I want it to be $5,000. Like I said, a lot of people's not going to like me. And this drag racing, they're not going to like me either. The first time you drag race or you hurt somebody, I want you to do a year in jail. I want you to have a $5,000 fine and no license for a year. The second time you do it, I'm pushing for them to take your car if you hurt somebody and you're drag racing. And I want your car taken away, and I don't want you to ever get driver's license again. And I want you to have a $10,000 fine, because we cannot let people kill children, humans, or any animals. It's wrong because they want to drag race and run red lights.
Okay. And have you drafted up the proposal that you will submit to a lawmaker to see if they can enforce that?
We're working on that. The other gentleman that's Mr. Ford put in charge, Mr. Dome, he's working on some proposals for us to do. We will have them ready. We're going to have everything ready.
Okay. You said you attend the police commissioner meetings regularly.
I went one time before the holidays, and they told me when I met him, he told me, I'm going to come to your house. And I said, well, just come to my house and watch, because I live right on 8 Mile. You can sit and watch, and we'll see what goes on down 8 Mile. You can see and track them, how fast they're going and stuff. And he goes, no, I'm going to bring a task force with me. And then a gentleman came and got me, took me out in the hallway, took my name and number and everything. So, I wait. And I'm patient because, holidays came in, Lions game came in, and I know they're having some issues in Detroit and stuff. But, hey, all they had to do was push those buttons on that phone and call me, and they didn't do it.
So you still haven't heard anything from them? So they just told you that probably just to appease you at that moment?
Maybe not. I understand they're busy. I understand when people get busy.
But have you followed up with them?
I will be following up with them. I will be going to the police commission meeting this month.
Okay. And are you just going to the meeting that concerns 8 Mile, or are you going to
the city of Detroit? Everywhere.
Okay. And I know Mr. James Ford has been going to those meetings as well.
Yes, he was there at the last meeting with me. We had 5 people that testified at the last meeting about this.
Okay. And was the meeting recorded so that they could play back your concerns? And
yes, they record everything down there. They give each person 2 minutes to talk.
Okay, and each of the 5 people went up and spoke about the red light?
Yes.
And did they offer any type of response at that time when you...
There was one gentleman that works down there. He gave me his business card. And then there was Eric Pohl from Kier Insurance. He gave me his numbers and said he would support me. And he said, well, you do a TV commercial about my insurance, because I do have Kier Insurance. And I said, the only way I'm doing a commercial for your insurance is if when you go to Lansing with me first.
Right.
Because you might back out.
So he was just pretty much concerned about promoting his insurance company as
well,
opposed
he was
to
talking about these tow truck drivers are coming picking up the cars, and then when the people go, and the people aren't calling them, it's just they're listening over the radios, and then they run and pick the cars up, and when people go get their cars, it's $3,000-$4,000 to get them out. Some of the cars aren't even worth that.
Right. So they're just listening on the radio for accidents.
Yes.
So when people...
That's what he was concerned about. But then I talked to him and I said, I know you. You're the owner, the founder of Kier Insurance. He goes, yes. So he sent me his personal numbers and told me to call him and that he would represent me. Okay.
So the tow truck companies are listening on their radios for individuals that run red lights and cause accidents.
Yes.
And they're running to the scene to try to get the vehicle and impound it into their lot and get those fees.
Yes. That's what they're doing. But, and I understand a lot of people can't afford insurance in Detroit and stuff. I was one of those people. I could afford it. But I drove 2 older vans, and I lived in Hazel Park, Michigan. My PLPD in Hazel Park, Michigan, because I lived so close to 8 Mile, was $800 per month.
Wow.
For 2 older vans, a 96 and a 99. So I understand. But there's revenues out there. They can check with Kier. There's different places they can check with other insurance companies. Oh, Walmart has an insurance company. There's different places that have them now. I see the ads all the time. So they're going to have to check with one of them and find one. Because they can't, if they got good health insurance too, they can also opt out.
Right.
Yes. And that will bring it down too.
So if you have been charged or received a ticket for running red lights, does it affect your insurance rates as well? Since you said the points are erased like
You
2
get,
years
yes,
later.
it does. It'll affect it, yes. Insurance companies will love our cause. Lawyers will hate us because we're taking their business from them because we're going to stop these accidents and people getting hurt. I think it's more important for us to stop the accidents and stop people from getting hurt than lawyers making money.
Okay. But right now, your number one goal is to be able to get the license plates, the cameras to be able to read the license plates.
Yes. That is one of our number one goals because I never knew they had banned it. There's a whole list of states that banned it, but I was surprised that Michigan did that.
Wow.
But it's been done for a while. I don't know that our governor did it. So that's why I'm going to bring it to their attention.
Okay, so this is a statewide policy.
Yes.
Is there anything that a city can do to change it on their end, or does it always have to come from the state?
I think it has to come from the state because I had suggested before that cameras go on 8 Mile, and Oakland County said no. And I said, what do you mean no? How can you say no? Part of that road belongs to Detroit. And they go, part of that road belongs to Oakland County.
So they can't even come to an agreement between the two counties as well?
No. We're getting cameras because I know they work. I've seen it. I've been in D.C., I've been in Fairfax, Virginia, I've been in Pennsylvania. They work. And those people, they don't drive like they drive here. They drive so slow, it's unbelievable. I get nervous when they're driving too slow there.
But isn't the penalty greater like in a school zone?
I don't know about that, but I would say it is.
It is, okay. And have you reached out to some of the county representatives since you said Oakland County is not in agreement with it as well?
I will be reaching out to the Oakland County Sheriff real soon and talking to him about this because I do know his wife. And I will be talking to him about this and stuff because it's not just in Detroit. It's everywhere. It's in Macomb County. It's in Washtenaw County. It's in Livingston County. And I will be going up toward Flint and stuff, too, to talk to some people about this because this has to stop. It really does.
Right. But
and like I said, I thought it would never happen to me.
Yeah. But don't you think if we could get one city or one county to...
Well, I want Detroit to be the number one. So then the other... Because, sometimes Detroit gets a bad rap. Mm-hmm. And that's why I want them to be number one. I wasn't raised in Detroit. I only moved to Detroit 9 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was raised in White Lake Township. But I wish I would have moved to Detroit years ago.
Now, you keep mentioning 8 Mile because you live on 8 Mile.
I
Is
live
there
on 8 Mile.
a certain area in Detroit that is happening more frequently than other areas?
I think between Livernois and Woodward because it's a straight shot. That's why.
So even though they're passing different cities, going down Woodward,
they don't care.
Like
they don't care.
Oak Park or Ferndale.
They don't care. One car goes fast and they all start. And it's all night long. I hear it all night long. I thought when we got snow it would stop. They were out in front of my house doing figure eights in the road. It's like, come on, guys, go to bed.
Right. They're doing it even in the wintertime.
Yes,
huh?
even in the winter. It never stops.
Okay, and you have this banner here that you want people to see. And while we're raising it up for it, explain what the banner states.
It says United States for Safe Driving. Short Dog says stop reckless driving.
Okay, and was this displayed at your
Yes.
rally in Lansing?
Yeah. It was displayed at our rally in Lansing. It was displayed at our at the police commission meetings, and I also displayed on my phone a picture of him, and I took it around and showed it to everybody because I wanted them to see what someone had taken away from me.
Okay. And one more time, how can people support you? Where can they go to? Or do you suggest that they write a letter to a city council person or a state representative? How can the public support you in ending red light?
They can, like I said, they can go to our email, short dog says, all small letters, at gmail.com. They can call 877-645-7171. You can write a letter to the representative. We would love that. We just need help, and I need more people to join me.
Okay. And you said you're going back to Lansing?
I do. I have a date in September 30th.
September the 30th.
Yes.
So they could call that same number to reserve their spot, or are you going to provide
They'll call
buses?
they call this same number here to reserve their spot, and we will have a spot. We're going to rent a bus, and we're going to take as many people we can on the bus, and then the other people, I hope, will follow us.
Okay. Well, thank you, Ms. Parrish, for coming on and telling us about your crusade to stop the red light driving, running red lights. And we want everyone to tune in to Expose Under the Sun. The new host will be Ms. Dericio from the Motown Women's Veteran, and she's going to be talking about issues involving female veterans to get their concerns on the forefront, because a lot of people have been ignoring the female veterans. We hear about shelters and services offered to the male veterans, but many people don't know that those same services are not being provided to female veterans. So Alexis Dericio will be discussing that next week. And as always, you could pick up a copy of the Detroit Native Sun on your newsstands. You could also visit us online at www.detroitnativesunonline.com, or you can email us at editor@detroitnativesunonline.com, or detroitnativesunnews@gmail.com. And for those who would like to advertise, they can give me a call at 313-457-5944. Again, that number is 313-457-5944. And as our commercial states, you could get an ad, a small ad, a 3x4 ad for only $35 in color. And it includes the design, and that would go in the newspaper as well as online. So until next week, we hope everyone have a safe weekend, and watch out for those red light drivers. So slow down.
Everyone's reading the Detroit Native Sun, even our competitors. We've got the best writers, best coverage, and best ad rates to draw new clients to your business. Advertise with us for as little as $35. All ads include a free design and will be featured in both our print version newspaper and online. Call today for a free price quote and take advantage of our specials. When you purchase any full or half page for 2 months, we'll give you the third month free. That's right, you can reach another potential 50,000 to 100,000 clients for free. After all, three's the charm in advertising. Call today at 313-457-5944 or email us at DetroitNativeSunNews@gmail.com, or visit our website at www.DetroitNativeSunOnline.com. We're waiting for your call, 313-457-5944.